Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to dive into the exciting world of Minesweeper. Here we have the Minesweeper game interface. The main grid consists of hidden tiles, some of which contain mines. The goal is to clear the grid without exploding any mines. Sounds simple, right? Let's break it down. Now, to play, you left click on a tile to reveal what's underneath. If it's a mine, game over. But if it's a number, it tells you how many mines are adjacent to that tile. To flag a tile that you suspect contains a mine, simply right-click on it. This helps you keep track of the mines you've identified. Just be careful not to flag tiles incorrectly, as it could lead to mistakes. For starters, you can just go and play it online. Just search for Minesweeper on Google, and there you have it, just on the first screen there. And then you can say play. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so you can choose from easy, medium, and hard. I think we can do medium for now. And then you can just click anywhere to start, just anywhere like that. So that is a good reveal. All right. So the rule of the game is that you should have certain amount of mines around a certain number. Okay, you'll see that we have numbers one, we have number two, and number three on the game. It can go up to number five, actually. So if it's a number one, there's a one mine around it. If it's a number two, there should be two mines around it. If it's a number three, then there should be three mines around it. In total, in this game, there are 40 mines. So if you step on a mine, then the game is over. So I'm going to intentionally step on a mine right now to show you then what's going to happen. So I know there's a mine here, definitely. So if I step on it, so that is a left click on the mouse, then the game is over. So the whole area is just bombed because I just landed myself on a mine. So how do we avoid that? There is actually a strategy. Okay, let's start again. There. Okay. So this number one is surrounded by one mine because it's a one number one. Then we know definitely that there's one mine around it. It's surrounded by these blocks. Okay, it's these blocks: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks around it. So one of the blocks carries a bomb. Okay, so check that the rest of the blocks are revealed. So we know that there's a 2 empty blocks, 2, 2. So that means that one that is remaining definitely carries a bomb. So that means we should not step on it. Otherwise, we're going to bomb the whole area. There's a mine there, a landmine. All right. So what we're going to do then is to flag it because we know there's a bomb there. How do we flag that area? That is a right click on your mouse or a pad on the laptop. So right click will then put a flag so that we don't forget. Okay. So I will do the same with this one also because it also only has one block that's not been revealed. Since there has to be one bomb around that one, then that means that one block that's remaining carries a bomb. So we're going to also flag it. Okay, how about these two? These two should have two bombs around it. There, I have these blocks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 around that number 2. And then all of them are revealed. We have 1, 1, empty, empty, empty 2. Then another one carries a mine already. There's one remaining. And then we need to have 2 mines. Okay. So that means that remaining one would then be a mine. So since we are sure of this, we're also going to flag it. So these 2 now has 2 mines around it. How about these 2? These 2 also is attached to this mine and that mine. There's one block remaining around it. So that means we can left click in order to reveal a number that is there. Left click says I'm stepping on it. A flag says I'm avoiding it. So a flag is a right click. Stepping on it is a left click. So I'm going to left click and then it's number 3. This number 3 is attached to 1 and 2 bombs. So we should find one more space, but it's not easy to find because now there are 1, 2, 3, 4 more blocks that are empty that could either be a bomb or not. So we don't want to take a chance. So we're going to leave it alone for now and see if we reveal others, maybe it won't take up other space so that it can be a bit clear which block would then carry a bomb. So let's go for this one. This one already is attached to a bomb, and then it has this one space remaining. So we're going to left click to reveal, which is a 3. This 2 has one more space remaining. It should have 2 bombs, and then there's already 1 bomb. So we're going to flag that to avoid losing the game. This one carries a bomb, 1 space remaining that we need to reveal since the one already has number 1 ball. So we can left click to reveal. And it gave us a 1. Great news. And then it's a 1 that already has a bomb. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces around it that are free. We can freely left click around them because the 1 is already next to 1 bomb. So others are free of those bombs. Great. Okay. And then this 3 is attached to 1, 2, 3 bombs, 1 space remaining. So we can just go left click on it. Let's check the 3 that's just been revealed. It has 1, 2, 3 bombs around it. So that means it already carries bombs. And then there are 1, 2 spaces left of it that still needs to be revealed. We can reveal them because the bombs are already taken. The 3 bombs are already taken. So we're going to go left click. All right. And then number 2 here has a bomb. All other blocks are revealed. There's only 1 remaining that should have a flag because we need to have 2 attached to that number 2. So we will flag, and that number 2 now has 1, 2. What about these 2 next to it? With the blocks around it, there are 2 flags already. So it's already covered. So we will go and left click the rest. All right. And then how about this number 1? This number 1 carries that bomb. Remember, this number 1 is surrounded by these blocks, and one of them is a flag. So that means the remainder of them, which is 1, 2, 3, we will then left click because they are free of mines. Okay. And then this number 1 also, every other things, it's surrounded by number 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then a 2 here. But there's 1 space remaining that is either a bomb or a number, but it can't be a number. It's definitely a bomb because there is no bomb surrounding it, and that's the only space left. So we're going to flag it. So I'm going to go ahead and flag all the number 1s where there's only 1 space remaining at the corner because it's going to be the same principle. So there will be a flag here, flag, 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 and flag. Okay, I've covered all the number 1s that have 1 space remaining. Okay, so let's look at this number 2. Has these blocks around it. There's 1 bomb already, 1 space remaining. That will definitely be a bomb. Then we have to flag it. Okay, and then how about this number 1? It has a flag, 1 space remaining. We are going to freely left click. This one already has a flag attached to it, so we will left click the rest. And that one we can flag because there's only that 1 space remaining of it that needed to have a flag. Then we can flag that corner there. This 2 has this surrounding it. There's 1 space remaining and it has 1 flag. So there's 1 flag remaining that we can still do. This 2 has flag 1 and 2, 1 space remaining. So we can left click. This one has 1 flag remaining, and then there's 1 space that it has 1 flag attached to it, so it's covered. So the rest of the space we're going to left click. And then this one needs a bomb. There is nothing so far, and there's 1 space remaining, so that will be a flag. This one, now we gave it a flag. The remainder of the space we left click. And this one has 1 flag, so it's covered. Everything all around it, we're going to left click because it's free of mines. So it's attached to this block, left click. It's attached to this block, left click, and then you just cover the rest. And then it also attached to this block. We will also left click that. So that one is covered. Let's go for this one because there's only one space free there. So that would be a flag. These two now carries a flag and a flag, two flags. And there's one space next to it that's free. So we'll left click to reveal. And it's number one that is attached to one flag. So the remainder of the spaces are free of that flag. Number one, flag. This two has number one, two flags, one space remaining around it. So we're going to walk. This one has a flag, two space remaining, left click, left click. Thank you, catch the drill. This two only has one block that is free. It already has a flag. It needs to have two flags because it's number two. So we will flag that first. Number one, we just gave it a flag. It has one space remaining, left click to reveal. And then we're going to just left click to reveal all other blocks around that number one because it's covered. It has one flag around it. So left click, left click, left click. Perfect. And then that number one, around it, we don't have any flag, but there's one space around it, so we'll flag it. That number one now has a flag. We left click them. And this number one has a flag. Any open block that is around it, we're going to left click to reveal. There. This number one has that flag, so that remaining space, we just left click to reveal. That number one around it, there is no flag, one space. So we flag that one so that that number one has one flag. These three should have three flags. Okay. And then it's surrounded by these blocks, which is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Flags, empty, empty. We need two more because there's one flag. So since there are two empties, then obviously then those two empty spaces carries a bomb. So we flag them. So that number three now has three flags. One has a flag, then it has this space remaining around it. So we can left click to reveal the space, which is 3. 2 has one more space around it that's empty. So we're going to flag it because there's already one flag there. So around it now there are 2 flags. And then now that 3 has 1, 2, 3 flags around it. It has 2 more spaces that are empty. So we can freely just go and left click on them to reveal. And then perfectly there it gives us a one that is attached to a one. And then all these other free blocks around that one, we're going to left click to reveal because it's covered. It already carries a flag, one flag. So left click, left click, left click, left click, left click. We're doing good. 2, this 2 has 2 flags. So it's covered. One block remaining that's empty. We're going to left click and reveal because it already had 2 flags. These 2 has flag 1 and 2. One more free space. We're going to left click because it's covered. This one covered, left click. All right. These 3 surrounded by these blocks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 and then 2 empty spaces and need 2 more flags to make it a 3 because it only has 1 flag. So we're going to flag the remainder of the spaces. So it now has 1, 2, 3 flags. Okay. And then these 3 surrounded by this, it only has 2 flags. 1 space remaining will then take the 3rd flag. And then these 2 now has 2 flags, 1 empty. We left click to reveal. And these 2 needs 2 flags. There's only 1 and then 1 empty space, which will then flag. And then giving that 2 automatically 2 flags. It has 3 spaces remaining of it, which we can left click because it's covered. Left click, left click, left click. So the left hand side is complete. Okay. Oh, middle. Let's try to figure these 2 out. This one has a flag. And then there's 1 space remaining, which we can left click to reveal. Then it's opened these 2 that needs 1 more flag there. It already has 1 flag, we need 1 more, so we can flag it there. These 2 has its 2 flags. These 2 has its 2 flags. That open space we can just click, and it's a 4, which happens to have 1, 2, 3, 4 flags around it. So we're doing good. Perfect. Let's go for these 2. These 2 surrounded by these blocks, 1 more block to reveal. We have to flag that 1 because it's 1 more space remaining. And then these 2 has to have 2 flags and it already had 1. We just needed 1 more. Okay, that one is attached to that flag as well. So that remaining space, then we left click to reveal. Then this one is attached to this flag. The two remaining spaces, we left click to reveal. Okay, so what's obvious after this? That 4 is a bit hard to work with because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 empty spaces around it. We only have 2 and then we need 2 more. So we need to use trial and error in this one. What will be easy to guess? 2. This 2 will help us because this 2 has 1, 2 flags. So it's already covered. So this remainder of the space around it, which is empty, we can then left click because it was already covered. Then it leaves one more space for these 3 that we left previously. So this 3 has 1, 2 flags around it, and then it needs 3, and then there's only one space remaining on it. So we can flag that 3. And then now that 4 has 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more spaces opening. We still need to figure out which one is left. This 3 has 1 and 2 flags. There's one space remaining, which we can flag so that it has 1, 2, 3. This 3 has 1, 2, 3 flags. One space remaining, left click. That's safe to do so. Okay, I'm going to click here. It's a 1, 3. Okay, so this 3, whether that flag is here or there, it's going to be attached to any of them. It already has 1, 2. So remember, flag will either be here or there. We're not clear. It's not clear at this stage. So it wouldn't matter. So that means these open spaces around it then are free. You can left click and left click. Okay, that wasn't so bad. So then these 3, or that 2 then needs one more flag. Then this one, left click. Okay. This one has a flag, so all other spaces around it we can left click. Flag. Now this 2 has 2 flags. The remaining space we can flag, and these 3 is attached to 1, 2, 3 flags. The remainder of the space we left click. This 3 has 1, 2, needs one more flag. This 2 now has 1, 2. We left click to play the rest, to reveal the rest. This one has a flag, and then we left click to reveal the rest. This one needs a flag, one space remaining, and that space we flag. This 2 needs one more flag, one space remaining, then we flag. Now this 3 has 1, 2, 3 flags, left to reveal. This 2 needs one more flag. It's only attached to 1, and there's one space remaining. So that means that space will then be a flag. And then we're going to play the rest. Okay. And we won the game. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the basic rundown of how to play Minesweeper. Remember, practice makes perfect, so grab your mouse and start uncovering those tiles. And most importantly, have fun. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gaming tutorials. See you next time.